Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. This is for Tuesday, June 18th, or whenever you get to it. And as always, my intention is to have a healing message come through, if needed, or a message for the day. And where neither are applicable to you, then it'll just be a lesson in the card meanings. Right there. Okay. I think we've had this dude before in this position. Page of Swords. Somebody is not delivering on plans that were promised in the morning. Oh my goodness. And then we have the Nine of Swords too. And that's reversed as well. And then we have the Nine of Wands. We got a Maori healer, or a Maori fighter? I don't know. Lots of tats down there. Well, okay. Page of Swords reversed, Nine of Swords reversed, and Nine of Wands upright. So, like I said, with the Page of Swords, we could be dealing with somebody who's just talking too much in the morning and you're not into it. Or it might be that it's one of those mornings where you wake up and you don't turn on the news, you don't want to hear anything. And maybe when you're meditating, or maybe you just get up and meditate, but your mind won't stop talking, and it's annoying. I mean, that always is. It's like, okay, thank you for sharing, and then get back to the now. But anyway, yeah, it could be that. And then other times, like I said, when this card comes in, be careful for falling, be careful with your ankles, be careful with tripping on a rug. That's one of the main things with this card. But for the most part, it's just actions that are too hasty. Usually, too many words, that possibility, even upright or reversed with this one, or somebody, it's like all talk, no action. So yeah, okay, Nine of Swords reversed. Now this is our theme for the day, or it's just the lesson in the meanings of the cards. But anyway, when we have this card, it can be feeling pretty hopeless. It can be some longer depression than what we're used to going through. In the healing process, we can expect depression. That is just a normal part of it. And that's because we're connecting with the painful past and processing it through, and we're feeling whatever we couldn't feel then because maybe we were in survival. And when you're little, you have to suppress things, otherwise you don't survive, because we have to attach to our parents, otherwise we don't survive, right? It's always about survival. So, and you can see Mars in Gemini rules this card. Mars is a lot of action and movement, and Gemini has us thinking too much. And we do have Jupiter and Gemini going on right now for this year, or for about another year. It started, I think it was May 25th, and it'll go through to about May 25th or so. I'll have to check with the retrogrades, but I always do that in the astrology videos for the week, or astrology reading video for the week. So when it gets closer, when it comes up as a retrogradation, I'll always tell you guys. But anyway, keywords when the Nine of Swords comes through reverse. Like I said, it can be, hopelessness and depression that's more than the normal, right? And then sometimes it's insomnia. I mean, it's not easy when it's upright. We're talking just a nightmare, or some anxiety, or a little bit of depression, or somebody who's been a little cruel with their words. But when it comes to reversed, it makes that challenge even worse. It doesn't get rid of it. What it does instead is it brings in maybe some severe depression that we're going to have to really get inside the pain to understand what it's all about. Yeah. Now, on another level, too, besides the insomnia, on another level, it's possible that, like I was saying the other day, so many people going through menopause, it is normal to have the sleep patterns all messed up. So for some people, melatonin works. For me, I could only take it, and I can't anymore, but I could then. Because it's normal to wake up in the middle of the night, go pee, then you get in bed, back in bed, but you don't go back to sleep, and you're like, oh God, it's 1:30 or whatever. If it happens at 3 a.m. all the time, that's a time when we have our liver dumping and clearing out. So that means we could use some supplements, but go gentle with everything because we're super sensitive nowadays. So if you try melatonin, just try like the half of them. What is it, 500 micrograms? Don't even do a whole milligram. I've seen them, out there that says like 10 milligrams. Oh my God, I would have a migraine if I took something like that. That would probably last for days and have me looking just like this, upside down with my head in my hands. So whatever you do try, go for it, but go for it very, very weak first, the weak dosage first. So it could be something like that. It could be too much thinking and not enough sleep, and there's a pattern that leaves you just feeling beat up. So I don't know who this might apply to out there. I hope no one, and I hope that this is just nothing more than a lesson with the cards. You guys know what the keywords with the Nine of Wands, and it is the Moon and Sag. So this is the mood, the need to trust your intuition, but also the need to like be upright and still keep kind of fighting. Like you've got the wall there behind you, but you're still, it's the wounded warrior. And that's how, I am here to say that is how all women feel when they're going through menopause. They feel beat up every damn day. I mean, I remember going through that. It's like, if I have to come back in, I'm never going to be a woman again. Yeah, like my personality has that much power over my higher self. Sure. But anyway, okay, keywords with the Nine of Wands. When it comes to upright, well, persistence, most of all. It's a test of faith, and faith that all things will pass, most of all. It's a focus on long-term goals. So definitely, if you've got a pattern of insomnia going on, you're going to want to meditate and be very quiet and ask what it's about, because oftentimes that's when our guides will try to get through to us if we're not meditating, right? If we're not taking time in the day, then they'll come after us at night. They want it. There's something they want to tell us. There's something that But if you've meditated during the day and you've taken all your time to get your guidance and you're still waking up in the middle of the night and they're bugging you, you tell them that you're human, you have a human body, and you need to sleep. And I don't have time to play right now. You can do that. They sometimes forget how hard it is to be human. And they don't have, they're in a realm where there's no such thing as a time-space continuum. So they don't, all they know is that you're resting and you're open. They don't know that you need sleep. You do have to have those conversations. So, or tell them, I'm laughing myself because I used to never set boundaries with my guides, but I sure do now. It's like, no, I'm resting or I'm playing. I don't want any guidance on Trump. I don't want this or that. I'm resting. Bring it to me when I sit down at the table and do readings, okay? Or when I sit down to meditate to ask. But, yeah, other than that, it's a relationship. So that brings in that other element that I was just talking about. This card is about courage. So just think courage, perseverance, and a lot like the seven of Wands. You know, the only difference there is that with you know, we have the Six of, well, do I have, let me see if I can get to those cards where I can show you real quick. Let's see. There we go. I knocked my lamp over. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, because this will be helpful. Or actually, Six of Wands, Seven of Wands, 8, 9. And I'll do a short, just a really short little lesson here. But I go into all these things really deeply in the membership videos at the lessons level. So, Six of Wands, you're recognized. You're on top of your world. You're seen. You're understood. People are cheering you on. And this could be your guides, all right? Because you've worked hard to get there, right? You've had to go through the Five of Wands. There's a whole, all the suits have a whole story going with them. So once you're up there, then somebody's going to try to knock you off your little pedestal. If you're overblowing your ego, life will humble you. And, you know, I always like to notice that the two different shoes, which they didn't do that in this deck, but it's okay. Two different shoes shows that you're caught off guard and you're having to take a stand. So you're seen, you have to take a stand, and then life comes at you really quickly and you're having to handle it. But then, oh no, it's a lot of work and you have to persevere and you have to have a lot of courage to handle all of this coming at you, right? So I think it is the perfect, there was a comment yesterday, the day before, because I can't remember if the menopause thing came through yesterday as well, but somebody said, yeah, life, you've got menopause and you're going through 25 or more hot flashes a day, but you're still in life. You still have to function, but it's debilitating. So yeah. Hang in there. All I can say is hang in there. Get your quiet time in. Talk to your guides. Ask, you know what I do is I always, when I go to sleep at night, I always ask them to, well, I try to remember, but I put in a default that if I forget, no matter what, when I lay down to rest, you have full reign. Heal my body. I give my mind up to God. I give my body over to God, to my guides and guardian angels. Has nothing to do with any religion. It's just, you know, the creator that got me here in this vessel. You know how to take care of me better than I do. So heal me and teach me. And that's pretty much it. But it's a battle. It still is. These bodies are high maintenance, aren't they? Okay, I'm going to get this uploaded. As always, big hugs and take very good care. Bye.